Hello and welcome. My name is Rob Richards and this is Fit Foods, the food program that doesn't just show you how to make great tasting meals, but one that also shows you how to make quick and easy and nutritionally balanced meals that are ideal for fat burning and muscle building. Now, speaking of muscle building, when it comes to post-workout meal, this is possibly the most important meal you can consume in that day, which is why I'm sharing with you my ultimate post-workout smoothie. This is packed full of a combination of fast-acting and complete proteins, ideal for rapid muscle recovery, as well as a blend of fast and more complex carbohydrates to help refuel the body and replenish the energy lost during that workout. Let's have a look at some of the ingredients. The first thing I'm gonna add is this 6 Fusion whey protein. This is a blend of the 6 main proteins, combination of whey, isolate, some casein in there, basically ones that will provide a good release of protein long after you finish that weight workout and you have that anabolic post window. This is key for maximizing muscle recovery. So we're going to take a full scoop of whey. This happens to be vanilla. Put a tiny bit more. This is going to give us the main source of our protein. This particular protein, 6 Fusion, contains some healthy fats in the form of MCTs, as well as some digestive complex peptides in there to help with the absorption of that protein into the muscle. Now, sticking with the supplements, I'm also going to add a scoop of glutamine, as this is one of the most depleted amino acids in the body, lost through weight training due to stress or overload with that resistance. So these 2 ingredients are important for helping the muscles recover and basically get that little bit stronger for next time we're down the gym. Now, I'm adding these liquid pasteurized egg whites for 2 reasons. One, it helps add a healthy dose of an extra 10 or 12 grams of complete proteins into the mix, helping to raise the biological value of the protein, which is essential for getting into the muscle. And secondly, it helps increase the consistency, kind of like that milkshake-like mixture that you have instead of it being all watery. So this helps thicken it out a little bit. Next up, we're gonna add one of our bananas here. Now, I'm only gonna add half the banana and I'll save the other half for a little bit later on. I'll share that with you once we've made the shake. Bananas are a great source of fast-acting sugars, so we're combining some essential protein with a little bit of fast-acting sugars within the shake. In fact, fruits are one of the best form of sugars you can take post-training, because with them being fructose and not a different kind of sugar that you'll get broken down from most carbohydrates, means they're going to be absorbed faster into the muscle where we need them. Okay, so we've got the banana, the whey, the glutamine in there. Add a little bit of spice. Now, in here I have some cinnamon and nutmeg. I'm just going to use a pinch of each. Both of these have great health benefits. Mainly the cinnamon being an added thermogenic, but they also help reduce inflammation, which is ideal for after you've stressed out the muscle through weight training. So we're nearly done, just one more thing to add, and for that I need to get a couple of ice cubes out the freezer. Now, I'm not going to add too much ice, probably 3 main cubes here, and then make the rest up with water. This is approximately about 1/3 of the cup, the size of the protein shake that I'm using. So to make that easy, probably about 1 full cup serving, twice as much as the egg whites. That's nearly ready to get all mixed up, ready for our shake. But before I do turn that on, I'm going to move over to the second portion of this post-workout smoothie, and for that it's a mixture of the fast-acting and slower complex carbohydrates. Let's have a look. Right then, over here I have a couple of rice cakes, as well as some jam, some dates, and I'm also going to use the cinnamon and nutmeg and some raw organic honey here. First of all, rice cakes. These are a great source of more of the complex carbohydrates we need post-workout. And because they're puffed rice, meaning they're still good healthy nutrition, but because they are puffed, means the sugars are going to be broken down a little bit faster in our body, which is ideal for our post-workout shake combination. You can see I've got the banana. I'm going to put that to one side and start off with the jam. Now, even though we're focusing on muscle building, we still don't want to add too many calories and risk that possibility of these calories being turned into fat. So whilst I want to get the sugars into my body, I do want to limit the amount of sugars and carbohydrates and calories. So I've started off by adding just a teaspoon of jam. Not too thick, but it's enough to give us the flavor that we need, and also about 10-15 grams of fast-acting sugars. Now back over to that banana that we saved from the other half of the protein shake. Basically what I'm doing is creating a bit of a mixture of fast and slow carbohydrates here. Especially for me after weight training. Yes, I want to get the fast-acting proteins and nutrients into my body, but I'm also hungry. And if I have a protein shake straight away and then wait another hour before my meal, I'm often feeling really hungry. So by adding in these 2 rice cakes with a combination of the sugars, helps kind of span out that hunger and deliver better nutrient absorption throughout the hour. So what I'm doing here is just slicing the banana and adding this to our rice cake with the jam on top. Now a quick side tip is, if you're having this as more of a snack or a healthy meal between your main meals of the day, you may want to replace the jam for some raw almond or peanut butter. And if you can't find raw, meaning that it's uncooked and maintains a lot more of its health benefits, always go for organic, so it has no hydrogenated vegetable oil in, which the stomach can't really metabolize. So these make for great snacks when you switch the jam for peanut or almond butter. Okay, nearly done. Moving on to our dates next. I'm only going to take 2 because, believe it or not, each one of these dates is packed with about 24 grams of sugar. Now this is the good kind of sugar that we need post-training, but again, you may not want to snack on these if you're focusing on losing body fat, as this whole bowl contains about 80 to 100 grams of sugar alone. I'm going to start by removing the pit. Another great thing I love about dates is that they're high in potassium, and we need potassium to help reduce any possible cramping. So post-workout, when you've stressed out the muscle and lifted a lot of weight, adding in some potassium from these dates as well as the sugars will help reduce that soreness and help balance out some of the electrolytes that you've lost during that sweating from all that hard training. Right then, with our 2 rice cakes now neatly packed of fast and slow acting carbohydrates, let's finish off with our protein shake. And for this, I'm going to add one more thing, and that's some raw organic honey here. A great superfood full of antioxidants and also fast-acting sugars added into our protein shake. So a nice mixture of the 2 across both of these post-workout meals that I'll add in, you take together. You don't need to have one or the other. You can enjoy this meal as more of a complete meal. So it's really going to add to that flavor and aroma of the protein shake. And besides all the health benefits and the great taste, this double combo here is only about 550 calories, full of rich amino acids, complex carbs, and a few healthy fats thrown in there for good measure. I think we're about done. Let's get the machine turned on and mix all of these ingredients together. Looks about done there. Let's get it into our glass. Smells amazing. That nutmeg and the cinnamon, as well as the honey, really brings out the aroma, plus we've got the vanilla flavor of this 6 Fusion whey. There we have it, the ultimate post-workout shake, complete with our fast and slow acting carbohydrates. So vanilla protein shake with our 2 rice cakes and banana and dates and jam. All together, this delicious nutrient-packed muscle building meal comes in at about 50 grams of complete essential protein, almost 90 grams of carbohydrates, but it's a mixture of fast and complex carbohydrates, which is ideal for muscle building and recovery post-training, and about 5 grams of healthy fats. Looks good enough to eat.